I have a problem, a big problem with the statement, find your passion. Why do I have a problem with passion? I don't. I love passion. Passion is great, especially when applied in the right places. It's amazing. It's the right kind of energy. But find your passion is often the statement people make when they're not doing anything. It's the statement they make when they're thinking, when they're talking, when you are just sitting around with friends saying, I've got to find my passion. Really, passion is often found when action begins. Action is doing. I always say, Nike didn't say just try it, they say just do it. But when you start just doing it, amazing things happen. See, when you can add passion to the recipe of action and doing, and most importantly, something you're great at, a gift, success can be easy. Let's talk this through a little bit. Here's a scenario. When you talk about gifts are something we always don't actually know exist. Passion's something we don't really always know immediately why or what we love. We have to learn it. So I'm gonna take you back to my first job. My first real job that wasn't a family member, that wasn't a connection of any kind, was washing dishes in a seafood restaurant. Miserable experience. All right, I did not like it. Take someone that's extroverted, take someone who loves to be a leader, and put them in the back of a restaurant piled with unimaginable amounts of dishes with one thing to spray them down and the machine you have to put in and people yelling at you all the time that the dishes aren't ready, no freedom, complete isolation. It was a miserable job, but it was the only job that I could get after soccer practice, that I could work late at because they also had a bar connected to it. It was something I needed to do at the time, and I would walk into school and I'd have eczema all over my arms, on both arms, from wearing the gloves where the water would just sit with soap and detergent. It was miserable. I paint that picture for a reason, because why would I do a job like that and keep going? Why would I do something like that? The reason I would do it is because I was learning about myself. Here's what I learned from that job. I like freedom. I like interaction. I don't like being put in a corner and having to work where people yell at me all the time. I learned a lot about myself. The next job was actually delivering pizzas, listening to whatever I wanted to in my car, gaining tips from being able to use a personality or some level of connection with the end client, having the freedom to go where I wanted to go, being able to come in and out and work hard and succeed. This is the beginning of lots of jobs, but these were young people jobs. And the reason I bring it up is because it shapes the next thing. See, a gift is something that you're not gonna learn maybe from washing dishes, but I learned really important parts about wherever my gift was to shine, how to use it. My gift needed to include freedom. It needed to include some level of interaction with people, right? These are all precursors to my future. It's not just about delivering pizzas and washing dishes. Gifts are things you find from actually doing things. Passion is something that you feel when you've done something you're good at. So when you're really good at something and you see it, you see the deliverables. I remember waiting tables in college at a restaurant on campus that nobody got tips with, and me and my buddy got tips almost every single night. We worked harder than everybody, and we made tips in a place you weren't even supposed to make tips. We realized we were really good at connecting to people, and we used it to our advantage to really make a little bit of extra money in a place that didn't usually see that. It helped us significantly. Learning those little skills helps us develop the gifts. But most people sit around thinking about passion, talking about passion, studying passion. That's not doing it. Doing it is finding the gift, your unique ability, and developing it. Finding a passion for the work, finding a passion and love for the result, finding a passion and love for serving others. I remember starting my financial advisory career and having come from a job previously where I was speaking every single day, sometimes 2 and 3 times a day, a morning, an afternoon, an evening. I was speaking so much and standing in front of rooms on a regular basis that it really made me think that when I started my financial advice career, I should probably be doing presentations, educating, training. And all my trainers and everybody that I worked with said, no, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Well, let me take you back in history. See, I had been developing a skill, a unique ability, a gift for many, many years and didn't even realize it until I started to deliver it. As a kid in a big family, if you don't speak up, stand out, learn to communicate really well, pay attention to your crowd, get to the point quick. These are all things I had to do in a big family or I would be silenced, irrelevant, not a part of the conversation, not getting the attention that you needed. See, simple things I learned as a kid helped me in that next career when I was delivering all these presentations, speeches, and things at the Attorney General's office across the state of Virginia. Fast forward to financial advising and I'm like, guys, this is the way you do it. It's just the way I see myself doing it. It's what I'm good at. Yeah, Scott, it doesn't work. So for 1.5 years, I followed the recipe and then I started doing what I was good at. And I wasn't just good at it, I became great at it. And it became something we built an experience around, and I became passionate about doing all of these presentations and educating and teaching, just like I am here today. I don't feel like this is work. When I deliver a message that I know is going to help someone be better, finding a passion becomes real when you start doing something. When I know I can help you find the disconnect between the gift and the passion, I know I'm not working at all. I'm doing something I love. And I have a passion about it because I love it. See, the challenge in life is that if you think about everything and you talk about everything, but you spend very little time actually doing and trying out things, you really don't know what you love at all. And when you love something, it's really easy. If you've ever been in a really, really great relationship, you know how easy that is. And I mean relationships at work, when someone works with you and you're just a team and you crush it. I did a presentation the other day with one of my employees and we crushed it. I mean, we put together the slides and all the data and all the information and everything just came together with ease in a very short amount of time because we work really well together in the right setting. That's magic. Same thing when you find someone that you love and you marry them, right? You have a relationship that blossoms into something great. It was easier than a lot of the other relationships you might have had leading up to that were very difficult. Maybe you weren't at the right spot. They weren't at the right spot. Doesn't matter. It wasn't easy. When you're passionate about something and you love it and it's the right fit because it's the right gift, it all comes together and actually works for you in your favor. Success becomes something that's easier to attain. So when we talk about gifts, I want to really hammer this home. You're not going to know your gift until you go out and do something. Go do something you don't like. What are the things you loved about it? What are the parts of the gift that you saw in yourself that nobody else is good at? What does everybody come to you for? I want you to ask yourself that question. I don't care at what stage of life you're at. I don't care if you're a teenager expanding upon college and moving into your career. I don't care if you're 45 years old and you're looking for the next chapter of your life, or you're 65 and you're saying, man, I'm ready to retire and stop working, but I still want to do what I love, what my passion is, but really what I'm great at. What was I always great at in my career that I didn't really get to explore yet? See, these are real questions we all ask ourselves, and if you ask it enough, you find the answer. Because you can think about your passion all day long. The reason I disagree with the statement, find your passion, is because I just don't believe that it's going to come to you out of the clear blue sky. I believe it's something you're great at. And when you're great at something, you're proud of it. And when you're proud of something, you love it. And when you love the result and the way it makes people feel, and all those things together makes you passionate about the work. And when you're passionate about practicing or working about something, you become someone everybody wants to talk about in that thing. And let me tell you what, That's the passion. And we often forget that it's not just lightning striking. It's really something that you work at. See, it's a big secret, but most things in life that are worth having are worth working for. They require practice. They require development. Sometimes you are developing it even as a young child and you had no idea. But when you search and think and then apply it to action, all that starts to come together. You've been there. You've done that. You don't like that. You love this. Finding your passion is about action. Success comes when you mix that unique ability, that actionable item, that gift, if you will, with passion, with work ethic, with love for whatever it is you do. And then success appears. Not out of the clear blue sky either. It appears because you earned it. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment. Tell us why this video matters to you and help us get the word out. And if you like videos like this, watch this next.